Hey yo, what's up? Okay, let's do this. Sweetness. Today I got a visitor. Pretty fucking dope. It's really heavy. Nice shit, man. Look at that. Giger. Motherfuckers. Okay. Pretty epic. Let's put the music a bit louder. I hate this fucking cable chair. I'm surrounded by shit, man. Okay. So today, let's keep cleaning up the code until we have something very performant, clean, easy to read, easy to build on top. That's the plan right now. This is before and this is after. Pretty dope. So that's the path, that's what I'm doing, that's the direction I want to work the following couple of days. Cleaning up, also I'm organizing variables by categories, more or less, and macros, functions, interfaces, all organized in a nice fashion way. So I think that's pretty dope to have. It was really needed, not gonna lie. So we are moving nicely, steady. So let's keep going. Okay, these two guys are related to initializers of the weapons and guns. So let's take these two guys here. All this is basically the logic that happens when you start the game, and all the weapons, all the abilities are granted to the players depending on your selection. All the data just travels to the different other classes, etc. So these two are the weapon initializer, which is what gives the damage and all the attributes to the weapon at begin play. So these two guys can go actually begin play. Let's put here another category called initializers or something. So let's collapse this and let's call this init weapons. And this is gonna go in a new category here in the bottom left, or bottom right. And this new category is gonna be my spelling man there. I think it's initialize. Yeah, I guess initialize. And all this is gonna be a continuation of the begin play. It's gonna be related to initialize abilities, to be honest. So we can call this initialize abilities, weapons, and mutations. And let's put this kind of the same color than the other because it's the same logic. Just follows a bit after that. So we keep a bit of consistency in what we are doing. And again, we have now the pattern. We know already how we want to do this. This is 32, we show the bubble and we color the bubble. So everything feels correct. So this initializes the weapons. And now we can also, here is the second part. There are different events to keep in mind. This one removes the DNA This is actually not an initializer, this can be called anytime. But these ones are the interfaces that actually grants the abilities, most likely from a widget, a head-up display. So let's start to think how we can organize this nicely. I don't mind to see this here, like this, because there is no way of cleaning up this too much, more than organizing the nodes a bit, to be honest. So what I would do, I think, is gonna take all this chunk, this binds the keys, and try to separate it by the logic. So for example, we can take this, and this. And this is one different chunk here. This chunk, what it does is actually I think this one is not needed, I believe. The way to know if it's needed or not, I have two ways. One is obviously trying to follow this. Maybe it's needed. Init character. Let's see if we are calling this init character in other place. So basically we just pull the string until we find where this is called. So we got the game state. That's kind of interesting. We have two places where this could be called. This one doesn't matter because it's from the game state and it's already been deprecated, so that's one less. As you can see, I'm cleaning up all the classes at the same time, little by little. Of experiments, you know, R&D, prototypes. The other option is this, but this is not, it's a all class, so oh nice, and it's not actually called. So we can compile this. We are gonna check again if we are have something left, and this is the gate, and my opinion is not used. I knew it. Meaning that we are more or less safe. The best way is to check this again. Init character, only the master. It's an event, nothing happens. We can delete this, and we can also delete the multicast thing. This is before I teleported the characters in a safe place, but now they appear in the place they should be from the beginning, so there is no need of teleporting anymore. So all this bullshit can be gone, and that's really nice to see. Destroying things is the best, man. It's in our DNA, we like it or not. Hey dude, this song, okay, let's change the song, man. What the fuck? Are we crazy? Alright. Bueno, too epic. Let's relax. Ah, no. Bueno. Ah, no, anything. Okay. Now the next step is to think about this organization here. So we got this. We are gonna event apply ability. Okay, let's make nodes basically. So collapse nodes. This is apply ability interface. Let's put this on red first. This is what grants the ability. And this one is big, we can delete all this. This is the inputs. This is pretty fair and simple. So let's call this collapse to collapse nodes, and this is a input binding. So this is the input binding. We got the applicability interface, then we got the input binding. This binds the abilities to the inputs. Now we got the granting abilities. This is basically what grants on server. You can see here the abilities, or clear them, because maybe you have another one just in case, and then set the abilities, and then at some point I guess the binding key goes there to the node we just collapse. So we can just move from, we can take all this. I don't see any good reason to don't take everything together, because basically here we have all the abilities that comes fed by the previous node, this one, the apply ability. I don't see any good reason to overcomplicate this because it's working. So just checking if there is any kind of remaining node here and there. But basically the cleanest thing you can do here is to take all this, collapse the nodes, and call this grant abilities, and this is server, and this is the remove DNA, which we are gonna collapse as well. There we go. All nice. So we can get all this. Yeah, the weapons, we can put the remove DNA. We can also make this in order. Apply ability, grant abilities, input binding, initialize weapons, and then the remove DNA is completely different. So that part is done. What is this? I got an event that is called server. Fuck off. What do I mean by this? Server. This is stupid. The dash is weird. I don't believe this is used. Oh man, this is not a good idea. I'm gonna call this server dash. We need to track it. So you can change the name very quickly, compile again, and now we are gonna check for references with this name, because otherwise it's gonna compare everything that says server. So we want to be more specific. Now we're gonna find for references. Find references. Nothing. This is not called. And now this one. Find. Well, we can double check in a bit, but find references. Okay, so there is a new extra sanity check, which is it's not very smart, but anyway, let's try. Yeah, this is not called at all, I believe. This is binding the key to do the dash, but I don't think. Why on hell I would do that? Very old. And this bind key locally attack. That's weird as hell as well. I don't trust that. Just little tiny check is gonna be to play very quickly to see if we didn't break anything. Hopefully not, but we need to see. So let's test this very quick. Stream freakouts. So stupid. It's so hateable. It's just fucking stupid. I just need to close some stuff. Most likely the Epic launcher. Let's try. What are you doing, man? Apply the synchronized packages. Very good, well done. Okay.